Heidi, from your experience with writing this book, going through this with your family, and all the research you've done on this topic, how can we, as a community, support our children?
Well, I think it's really important to talk to our kids about the perils of drug use and be very honest with them about it. We talk to our kids about eating healthy. We insist they put on seatbelts. We get them immunized. And are we talking to them about drug use? Are we talking to them about alcohol and marijuana? And are we talking to them about it at a young enough age? We should talk to them about it while they're in grade school and middle school. And I think that if people understand what the risks are with alcohol and drug use, and they're told in no uncertain terms what it can do to them academically and what it can do to them in terms of their mental health and their ability to succeed in life, just across the board how bad it is, people will be more wary about what risk they're willing to take with themselves. And so I think that we need to be very clear with our kids, and the parents need to keep talking about it often.
So empowering them through education, knowledge.
Knowledge, yes. That's another thing that Frances Jensen says. She says this is a generation of kids who like facts, and that if you present the facts to them, for instance, if you say, okay, if you smoke pot on a Friday night, you're going to be impaired through Tuesday. So if you have a test, you don't want to be smoking pot for many days. And so learning is hard enough, studying is hard enough, and the demands on kids these days are so great that to put a handicap on oneself with drugs and alcohol is really a very poor choice. What Frances Jensen, the author of The Teenage Brain, says is that what she found is that the teenage brain is two things. It's extremely vulnerable, especially to substances like we talked about, but it is also extremely powerful. And at no other time, virtually any other time in a person's life, will the brain be like this, be so vulnerable and so powerful all at once. So we all know, like we said, that kids learn better, teenagers learn better, and it's not going to be like that forever for them. That window is closing after about the age of 25.
Reading the book, I was really captivated by the story.
Oh, thank you.
I read it in one sitting, I couldn't put it down.
Oh, really?
It was late into the night.
Oh, thank you.
So very well written.
Oh.
But I asked myself, how much of that is fictional and how much of it is the real story?
Well, the fictional part of the story is what happens in the jail cell. And I really tried to build suspense and tension between the two characters. And so that whole plot line is fictional. The rest is based on my brother's perceptions.
How can people get in touch with you?
Well, I have a website. It's anightinjail.com, and there's a contact page, so you can reach out to me through there. And I'm also on Facebook, Heidi Anderson-Swan.
And where can people order the book?
On Amazon. Thank you.
On Amazon.
On ebook and paperback.